Welcome, everybody, to today's episode of Government Update with Nate. I am Nate, and I'll try to give you all the facts that I can find on politicians and government. And I'll try to give you those facts as straight as possible. I've had a lot of caffeine today. All right, so we're talking about Misty Snow, the opponent to Mike Lee for the U.S. Senate seat in Utah. She is the transgender candidate out of Utah. She actually is one of two transgender candidates that were voted into the general election this election cycle. She's also one of two transgender candidates that are also named Misty, which I think is kind of cool and ironic and kind of funny. Normally, I don't go into the voting platform or the platform of the candidate, but because she doesn't have a voting record, and because most candidates don't have a voting record if they're going up against an incumbent, I'm going to start delving into their platforms. You take it as you will. I just want to present the facts that I can find on them so that you can get some knowledge of who the candidate is. So Misty Snow stands for a couple different things according to her website, which are clean air, increased access to healthcare, getting money out of politics, which is kind of vague and unusual, $15 an hour minimum wage, and women's rights. So those are her main points of part of her campaign against Mike Lee. And I think it's also important to note that she comes from an LDS family household. That means she comes from the Mormon religion as a transgender person, which I think is very dynamic sort of relationship going on with her and her family, because the LDS religion is pretty conservative, and she was talking about it on an interview that I heard, that her mother didn't really accept her until she became a candidate, which I think is kind of cool, that she was able to get this relationship rebuilt through politics and through government. So take that as you will. I hope you found today's episode on Misty Snow and her candidacy for the Utah Senate seat interesting. I hope you like and subscribe and share. I will see you on next week's episode of Government Update with Nate, where I always give it to you straight, and I'll try to get that out as fast as I can. Thank you. Bye.